In an unexpected twist that no fan could have predicted, Wang, the man whose name has been linked to Shen for years, made headlines after what witnesses described as a deeply emotional, public apology to her on her wedding day. Before we dive into this shocking and heartbreaking revelation, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because stories like this, filled with raw emotions, celebrity secrets, and moments that change everything, are the kind you don't want to miss. The world watched in stunned silence as photos and videos began to circulate online showing Dylan standing just a few steps away from Shen, her in her elegant white gown, him in a simple black suit, eyes filled with something far more complex than mere nostalgia. Fans who followed their story since Meteor Garden knew there had always been something real between them, an unspoken connection that no camera could fake. But no one expected this, not an apology, not today, not when Shen was about to begin a new chapter of her life with someone else. According to several eyewitnesses at the ceremony, Dylan arrived quietly, avoiding attention from reporters and guests alike. It wasn't until just before the bride walked down the aisle that things took a turn. Those close to the scene described the moment as tense but heartbreaking, a kind of emotional electricity that filled the air. Dylan, holding a small envelope in his hand, approached Shen as she was taking her final steps toward the ceremony hall. He looked visibly nervous, even trembling, but determined. What he said next, according to those who overheard, left everyone speechless. He began softly, "I owe you the biggest apology of my life." The moment those words left his mouth, time seemed to freeze. Cameras flashed, murmurs rippled through the guests, and even Shen's bridesmaids seemed frozen in shock. No one could believe what they were witnessing, the once inseparable co-stars, now standing face to face on the most important day of her life, confronting a past that fans had always speculated about but never truly understood. For years, fans of Dylan Wang and Shen had believed that something romantic had bloomed between them during their filming of Meteor Garden. Their chemistry was undeniable, too natural, too emotional, too deep to be just acting. Behind the scenes, clips of the two laughing, teasing, and sharing private jokes had only fueled the rumors. Yet, both stars remained silent, insisting that they were just friends. Still, insiders whispered that the two were once closer than anyone realized, until something, or someone, drove them apart. So why apologize now? Why on her wedding day? It turns out, the story goes deeper than most people think. According to a source close to the entertainment circle, Dylan and Shen had a painful falling out years ago, one that left emotional scars neither of them ever publicly addressed. Some claim Dylan had made a decision that hurt her, something tied to career choices, unfulfilled promises, or perhaps even a misunderstanding that ended what could have been a real relationship. Rumors suggest that during the height of their popularity, when they were being shipped by millions, Dylan had chosen to distance himself to protect his rising career. He was allegedly advised by his management to avoid public association with Shen beyond promotional events, fearing it might damage his image or fanbase. Shen, on the other hand, was said to have felt abandoned, suddenly left behind by someone she had trusted, both as a colleague and possibly as more. Years passed, and while both found success in their own paths, that unspoken history lingered. They avoided each other at public events, declined to appear together in shows, and even their interviews showed subtle tension. Yet, despite the years and the silence, fans noticed something strange. Whenever one of them was mentioned in interviews, the other's expression softened, a fleeting sadness, a smile that looked like it carried a story untold. Fast forward to Shen's wedding day, a moment of joy that somehow turned into one of the most emotional scenes in entertainment history. Dylan's presence there was unexpected, even shocking, but his purpose was clear. Insiders revealed that Dylan had learned something in recent months that made him feel he couldn't stay silent any longer. Some believe he had recently gone through personal struggles, perhaps realizing how much the past had haunted him, and wanted to make peace before it was too late. Witnesses described Shen's reaction as one of stunned disbelief at first, followed by tears. She reportedly didn't say much, just listened as Dylan spoke quietly, his voice trembling, saying words that had waited years to be spoken. "I was scared," he allegedly said. "I was stupid. I thought I was protecting you, but I only hurt you." You didn't deserve that. You deserved honesty. You deserved more than I gave you." Those words hit the internet like wildfire. Clips from guests and leaked videos circulated across social media platforms within hours, making Dylan Wang and Shen Yu's wedding trend across multiple countries. Fans who once shipped the duo were heartbroken, expressing both admiration and sadness. Some praised Dylan's courage to apologize publicly, while others questioned his timing, wondering if it was right to bring up such a moment during Shen Yu's wedding day. But perhaps that's exactly what made it real. In interviews that followed, Shen Yu remained professional, refusing to discuss Dylan directly but offering cryptic, heartfelt words that seemed to reference the moment. "Sometimes people come into your life to teach you something about yourself," she said in one interview. "Even if it's painful, it helps you grow. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it's freeing yourself." Those words resonated deeply with fans who had watched their story unfold over the years. To many, this wasn't just a celebrity scandal, it was a human story about mistakes, regrets, and the courage to face them, even when the timing is imperfect. Dylan's apology, whether too late or just in time, became a powerful symbol of redemption and emotional honesty in an industry often built on illusion. As days turned to weeks, the buzz slowly faded, but the impact remained. Fans continued to share heartfelt tributes, fan edits, and emotional messages, reflecting on what the two stars had meant to them. Some even started referring to the apology as the closure scene the world needed, calling it the real-life ending to a love story that once captured millions. And maybe that's the bittersweet beauty of it all. Sometimes, love stories don't end with togetherness, they end with forgiveness. Maybe Dylan Wang's apology wasn't about winning Shen Yu back, but about setting both of them free. In a way, it was a final gift, not just to her, but to every fan who had believed in their bond. So, what do you think? Was Dylan right to apologize on her wedding day, or was it too late? Was it selfish, or was it sincere closure? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain, their story will live on, not as a scandal, but as a reminder that even in the glittering world of fame and perfection, real emotions still exist. Real love, real regret, and the real courage to say "I'm sorry," even when it hurts the most. And that, perhaps, is why this moment has touched so many hearts. Because deep down, we've all had someone we wish we could say sorry to, someone we let go, someone we hurt, or someone we never truly thanked. Dylan Wang's apology to Shen Yu wasn't just about two celebrities, it was about all of us, the parts of our hearts that never fully heal until we find the strength to make peace with our past. So as the world moves on, fans will remember this day, not as the day Dylan interrupted a wedding, but as the day he showed that even the biggest stars are still human. And sometimes, being human means showing up, owning your mistakes, and saying the words you should have said long ago. Because in the end, apologies don't always change the past, but they can heal it. And for Dylan Wang and Shen Yu, maybe that's exactly what happened on that unforgettable day.